welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about 5 ordinary products that work best for acne. Okay, so I've spoken about 5 ordinary products that don't take overnight to work. I've spoken about 5 ordinary products for hyperpigmentation. Now I'm going to be talking about 5 ordinary products for acne. Okay, and I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I don't believe if you have acne, if the ordinary products are sufficient to take care of your acne, especially if you have really serious acne. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you my 5 best products for acne, and if you've been watching my video, I think you should know what the first one is. And I'm just gonna get straight into the video and I'm gonna talk about it. Okay, so if you want to see these type of videos, continue watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Alright, so the first ordinary product that I believe works well for acne, it works very well for acne, Azelaic acid. And of course I would recommend Azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is an ingredient that actually kills the bacteria that causes acne, and Azelaic acid is a gentle alternative for, say, retinols, gentle alternative for benzoyl peroxide, gentle alternative for salicylic acid, and other acne ingredients, tretinoin, and so forth. And of course, I only know 2 companies right now that sells affordable Azelaic acid at 10%. One of them is The Ordinary. It's extremely affordable, maybe $8. And then we have Paula's Choice Azelaic acid. And I would definitely recommend the Paula's Choice over The Ordinary because it doesn't have silicone, and a lot of people, they don't know how to work with the silicone feeling. But for me, I love it. If you have oily skin, The Ordinary, the Azelaic acid is perfect for your skin type because it has silicone in it. It's going to give you this matte, soft velvet kind of look if you use it during the day. Okay, and if you use it during the night, I would say apply it and then apply a moisturizer immediately, and apply it to moist skin. So your skin shouldn't be dry, because if you apply the Azelaic acid onto dry skin, the silicone is not going to have anything to, moisturize. It's just going to be dry, and then the silicone in it is just going to make you look drier. So I would say apply it to moist skin. But Azelaic acid is excellent if you have sensitive skin and you don't want to go in with a harsh alpha hydroxy acid, or you don't want to go into retinols, or you don't want to go into with benzoyl peroxide. It's very gentle on the skin and it works like no other. I'm telling you, I love it so much. I can never run out. So even now I think I have maybe 2 left, and I'm going to order some more when the cash comes. But Azelaic acid helps to kill the bacteria that causes acne, and guess what, you're not only killing the bacteria, you're also helping the melanin cells from populating. So if you're darker skin complexion, you might experience what is called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That is the hyperpigmentation that results from the acne. You know what I'm saying? So you're not only fighting the acne, you're fighting post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. You're also fighting if you have rosacea, melasma, and all of this stuff. You're also fighting these things. So I think that it is an excellent ingredient. This is the #1 ingredient I would recommend for acne-prone skin. Yes. And if you have acne that you're trying to get rid of, Azelaic acid is the ingredient for 2021 and even in the future. I'm telling you, it works. It works. It works. It works. And it gently exfoliates your skin too. You're going to realize after using it, your texture, if you do have texture, you're going to realize that your texture isn't there anymore. Like whenever I use azelaic acid, go to my bed and wake up in the morning with my other skincare products, I wake up with smooth baby skin. Okay, but the only thing with the azelaic acid, if you use it in the night, make sure to wash it off in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? Like just wash off the silicone, just wash off all the products from the night before off the top, what do you say, the uppermost layer of your skin, so that it can be fresh and ready for more products, more skincare products. And that is how we will ensure that we get free, clear, I should say, acne free skin. Azelaic acid is the best for me from the ordinary for acne. Okay, yes. And then the next one I would recommend is glycolic acid. But as I've been saying in my video, like glycolic acid is not friendly on every skin type, on every skin type in general. I would say skin type in terms of complexion, skin type in terms of sensitivity, skin type in terms of what your skin basically can manage. Like glycolic acid is not friendly on every skin type, especially from the ordinary. That 7% glycolic acid might burn you a little bit. But guess what? It works. It works to get rid of the dead skin. It will take care of the dead skin, remove it, exfoliate the skin, and guess what? All of those build up that is there from, like, you know, makeup and so forth, and all of the oil and so forth that's on your skin that would cause your pores to become clogged. The glycolic acid will help to get rid of that. But what if you can't manage glycolic acid? Lactic acid is there, and you have lactic acid in the form of 5% and 10%. So you can choose whichever you would like. Those are all exfoliating acid. It's doing the same thing like the glycolic acid, but at a slower rate. Okay, and if you can't manage lactic acid, you can go straight down to a mandelic acid. Exfoliation is taking place. It's only taking longer. So if you're not using glycolic acid, if you're not using lactic acid, if you're not using mandelic acid, if you're not using lactic acid, you can use mandelic acid. And if you still cannot manage any of these, I would say there are other alternatives that are not necessarily the ordinary. The ordinary is not necessarily the best, you know what I'm saying, for every skin type. But if you don't like the texture of the mandelic acid, if you don't like that little oily texture on your skin, you can go and find something else that will work, okay, to exfoliate your skin. And I'm going to give you some alternatives for the glycolic acid. So if you don't want to go with 7%, that's too much for your skin, your dark skin, or you have a different skin texture and skin type or sensitivity, you can go with the Apio 3% glycolic acid cream, and that will help to exfoliate your skin. So it's 3% instead of 5%. Yes, so it's still going to be aggressive, but at a, what are you saying, at a safe percentage, at a safe rate, something that you can possibly manage, you know what I'm saying? Yes. And then if you don't want to go in with that now, you can go in with a toner. So if you don't want to go in with the glycolic acid 10% toner, you don't want to go in with the Apio 3% glycolic acid cream, you can get this toner from WISHTREND. It's the Mandelic Acid Toner, and I think this is actually a Korean company, Korean based skincare company. So if you want to use the mandelic acid, which has a larger molecular, in terms of the molecular size, it is larger, so it penetrates your skin a little bit less aggressive as opposed to a glycolic acid. So if you want to exfoliate the dead skin, exfoliate all of them oils and the gunk and all of those things that would actually cause your skin to become clogged, and to prevent your acne ingredients from penetrating your skin and to prevent them from working, yeah, go in with the WISHTREND Mandelic Acid Toner. It's 5%. It's 5%. It's gentle on the skin, and it can work. You know what I'm saying? But if you have hyperpigmentation, you need something that's going to, or if you have acne, I should say, you need something that's going to exfoliate your skin. Because if you don't exfoliate your skin properly, then the tons of ingredients that you purchase, they will not work. period. Like seriously, they won't work. And you're gonna experience like, why isn't this working? Why is everybody talking about this and this isn't doing anything? Because there's too much gunk under your skin. There's too much gunk at the top of your skin. So we need to make sure that we exfoliate. And how are we going to get rid of acne? By exfoliating the dead skin so that the products can penetrate deep into the skin. And everything that I'm talking about, I'll just put them on screen. And also, if you want to see my 5 products for hyperpigmentation, you can check the link in the description, or check the link right here. And if you also want to check my 5 products that from the ordinary that works at a slower pace than the rest of the products that I usually recommend, you can also check the link right here. But the ordinary glycolic acid is excellent, mandelic acid, lactic acid, and if you want an alternative, if none of these will work for you, don't stick to the ordinary. Don't feel like you need to stick to this brand because it's affordable. Go to other brands that provide you with product that actually works for your skin, and those are the ones that I would recommend based on the price point and based on its or the effectiveness of these products. All right, then the next one I would recommend, so this is number 3, I would recommend retinols. Now, why would I recommend retinols? Retinols targets acne, targets hyperpigmentation, exfoliates the skin. You know what I'm saying? It is basically the king. When you have acne, retinol is actually going to be something that your doctor, your dermatologist would recommend, especially if you don't have really sensitive skin. And if you do have sensitive skin, they have certain retinols that can work at a certain percentage that is low enough to work, penetrate your skin, and to not make your skin so sensitive. But retinol is actually the king of all ingredients. And I think I saw somebody saying, what does retinol really do? I always hear that retinol is perfect for acne and everything, but what does it really do? Retinol exfoliates the skin, dead skin, the oil and all of that. It removes that. It takes away all the gunk and everything. Retinol helps to deal with hyperpigmentation. Retinol helps to prevent your skin from being like the pores from being clogged and all of that. Like, retinol is such a powerful ingredient, and it can basically target all your problems. The only problem now with retinol is sometimes if we're using it for the first time, or if we're using it at a percentage that is a little bit too high based on the skin's experiences with acids and so forth, then we might go through a period of purging. We might go through a period of purging, and that will allow us to experience bumps and just a little bit of redness if we are like allergic to certain ingredients or certain high potency ingredients. It will cause redness and so forth. But using it consistently over a period of time, you would realize that everything just goes, and then you start experiencing glowy, clearer skin. Acne and everything, they will just dissipate. And this is what I really love about retinol. The reason why I haven't like really started using, or I hadn't started at the time using retinol, was because I was afraid that I would go through a period of purging, and also because my skin, I wasn't really experiencing acne at a certain level that would require me to start, using retinols. You know what I'm saying? But I have decided to start using the Inky List. The Inky List retinol, it's a little bit more gentle, and it's good to start out if you are a newbie to retinols. You know what I'm saying? But it will work for your skin, okay? And it is also an anti-aging ingredient. So when you're into, or you're going into your 30s, you should definitely incorporate retinols in your routine, because it is part of the anti-aging regimen that we all must take, so it can slow down the aging process. And that is what we want, especially when we're in our 30s or late 20s or even mid 20s, you know, we want that. We don't want to, like, we don't want people to look at us and, oh, you look like 40 when you're actually 30, or you look like 35 when you're actually in your mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? So this is what retinol do, okay? And the Ordinary has a range of retinol. They have from 0.2, 0.5, 1%. So you can choose whichever you want, okay? Yes, and it's very affordable as opposed to a lot of brands. Okay, it's very affordable. And also the Inky has the retinols too that are very, very or super affordable, but and you can actually find different retinols that work for you. I'm not sure if the Inky has like 0.2, 0.5 or 0. whatever 1% and all of that. I don't think they have that, but they have retinols that can work for your skin, gentle or sensitive skin, and they have retinols that can work for people who are more experienced retinol users. I think, not sure, but I know like for sure that the Ordinary has 0.2, 0.5 and is 1% retinol that you can use. And usually if you go to a dermatologist, it will cost a lot to get these type of grade retinols, you know what I'm saying? But the Ordinary retinol is perfect for acne, okay? Yes, so those are 3 products that I recommend, and these 3 products, or these three products, they actually work for acne and hyperpigmentation. Like, seriously, especially if you have acne, they will work for your skin, okay? Now the others that I'm going to recommend, they're not necessarily, my favorite for the particular problem, acne per se, but they will assist you on the journey if you're using other products, pretty much, okay? So I'm talking about niacinamide. Niacinamide helps to regulate sebum. Niacinamide helps to brighten the skin. Niacinamide helps with texture irregularities, okay? But how does niacinamide help with acne? Remember, sebum is the reason, like, excess sebum and the pores being clogged with excess sebum is actually the reason why we get breakouts, the reason why we get blackheads or whiteheads, because of excess sebum. Now, if our sebum is regulated, it would mean that we are not going to have these crazy pimples because it's regulated. We are producing enough oil to keep our skin, or to allow our skin to be at a healthy, at a healthy level. Or yes, so we are producing enough sebum, or our sebum is regulated so that it can be, or it can have a healthy balance, okay? So we don't want it to be clogged, and we don't want to produce too much oil, because if you're producing too much oil, it's going to cause a lot of problem, because we can have excess sebum laying around on our skin, and then that can cause acne, you know what I'm saying? So I think niacinamide is excellent because it minimizes large pores and it reduces excess sebum production, or excess sebum production, regulates the sebum so that we can have a normal amount of oil on the skin to allow it to look healthy and not allow our pores to become clogged. So niacinamide is excellent for hyperpigmentation, or niacinamide is excellent for acne. But don't think that you're going to use niacinamide alone and your acne problems will be eradicated. You know what I'm saying? You need to use other products, for example, Acelic Acid, Glycolic Acid, MANDELIC, Lactic Acid, or you can use retinols. But I'm going to have a video where I show you, or where I share with you how you can layer your products if you have acne, if you have hyperpigmentation. But I have to do it. I have to make that video very, very specific, because I have specific ways that I do my skincare, okay? So yeah, so niacinamide is number 5, okay? And then I'm going to add this other one, which is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is actually the best ingredient to target acne. Okay, now when it comes to the ordinary, they used to have a salicylic acid 2% serum, but for some reason it was discontinued because people were complaining about it, that it was causing them to have what do you say now, irritations, or you know, just negative feedback in terms of like the quality, the consistency of the product, like the product compared to the product at the initial stage compared to what it was at the time. Okay, so I think they're improving their formula. But when it comes to acne and yes, when it comes to acne, salicylic acid is actually the king. Salicylic acid is the king for acne because salicylic acid goes deep into the skin. Yes, it penetrates deep into the skin. It cleans out the pores, unclog the pores, get rid of all of the gunk, all of the oil, and all of the things that would cause us to get acne. And then it allows our skin to, or pores, to become free and fresh and ready to take on the ingredients that would cause our skin to look beautiful, nice, and glowy. So salicylic acid is my recommendation for acne prone skin. Okay, like the best ingredient, to be honest. But the ordinary doesn't really have a salicylic acid serum. What they have is a salicylic acid mask. It's a 2% mask, and it is a BHA, which is salicylic acid chemical exfoliator. But for me, I don't necessarily like that type of mask. Yeah, I'm not really for that type of mask. I prefer like a clay mask. If a clay mask has salicylic acid, I would use it. I prefer clay mask, I prefer serums, and I prefer cleansers or toners with salicylic acid, but not a mask that's like a peel off mask, like, well, this one from The Ordinary specifically. But it's a recommendation if you are into, or if you like this type of mask. Okay, it is the best basically from The Ordinary. These are the best products for acne. Like, they don't really have a lot of products. Well, they have a lot of products, but like, I think that you can get like better products from other companies that have salicylic acid, better products in terms of salicylic acid from other companies, because right now basically what people need is a serum, not a mask of this nature. You know what I'm saying? But salicylic acid is definitely one ingredient, very, very excellent for acne. Why? Because it goes deep into the pores, unclogs the pores, cleans out the pores, and allows your skin to look radiant, gloomy, radiant, glowy, and free from clogged pores and gunk and dirt and anything that will give you acne. So these are my top 6 products from The Ordinary, and when it comes to acne, and they work. And my favorite is Azelaic acid, Glycolic acid, Lactic acid or MANDELIC acid, Niacinamide, and The Ordinary Salicylic acid when they had it. But The Ordinary Salicylic acid 2% mask, I'm not really a big fan of that. But if you like mask, it has salicylic acid, you can go ahead and try it out. But these are the only products that I see on The Ordinary's website that is good for acne. I don't really see anything else, to be honest. I don't really see anything else. What else could I recommend? I could recommend plant-derived hemisqualane or plant-derived squalane, also because it hydrates the skin without causing the skin to be like, or causing the skin to have excessive oil. So I would recommend that, but that doesn't really do anything for acne. You know what I'm saying? It just hydrates the skin without causing the skin to be oily, pretty much. And most time people with acne, they have oily skin, or they're just trying to prevent their skin from becoming oily, but at the same time they still want hydration. But whatever hydration they get, they're going to want it to not be too heavy on the skin. And plant derived hemisqualane is actually a very good hydrating ingredient, and it won't allow your skin to feel too oily. So I would always also recommend that, but it's not necessarily the best product for acne. Okay, but these are my recommendations if you have acne and you want to go out and try The Ordinary. If you want to use salicylic acid now, which is the best ingredient, I don't really think that The Ordinary has any salicylic acid ingredient that is the best per se, or that I would recommend per se, and because I don't really use the mask, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make another video. I'm going to share with you some salicylic acid cleansers that you can use. So if you are using The Ordinary product and you want something with salicylic acid, you can use a salicylic acid cleanser. So I'm going to share with you 5 salicylic acid cleansers that you can use on your skin, affordable salicylic acid cleansers. So look out for that video. But this is it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.